Okay. So we can start right now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to ask participants to type your name and email address, parent center name on the chat box. If you can please type that over there, Ana Maria, that would be great. Thank you. Okay. All right. So thank you for coming to this demo. This is the third one of the series for this year. And my name is Miriam Aliso. I am with the CPIR, the Center for Parent Information and Resources. And along with me is Ana Maria Gutierrez. She's part of the CPIR too. And she's managing the Adobe Connect room right now. We are recording this as we recorded the last two sessions. So I will give you a demo of what the Parent Center Workspaces is and what is the purpose of it and all that. Okay. So you have in your screen the presentation, and you also have it on there. It says download the PowerPoint on the little box below the chat box. There's a space where you can really actually download the PowerPoint, which is a little theory of the workspaces, and the frequently asked questions is a Word document over there. All right, so we're going to navigate through what is the purpose, the what, why, and who are part of the workspaces, how to register and how to log in the workspaces, how to join groups, how to share information, how to post attachments, documents, pictures, anything in digital forms. And create groups. We are not going to cover how to create groups because not everybody can create a group. Only administrators can create groups and moderators can moderate groups. So that's it's an additional feature, but it's only for certain members. Okay. Very good. So I am going to hold on 1 second. Okay. Then we have the main objective of today's demo is for you, the users, to become aware and comfortable using, navigating this tool that was created and was designed for us, parent center staff, and how to move around the different groups that have been created. Okay. So what is that? What is a workspace? It's a virtual space. It's a virtual hub that was created for parent centers staff to effectively join a group of professionals, colleagues that have a lot in common, right? That share purposes and share different initiatives, work on common projects, ask questions regarding trending topics or regarding specific resources, and enjoy and access the expertise of other parent center staff or colleagues, and share and ask others about what they are using for certain things when working with parents and with families, okay, and youth. And you can share your resources over there. You can post events on the calendar section of the workspaces. You can work within a group of colleagues to develop and review CPIR groups, CPIR products, and you can start a discussion network-wide and have a voice on what is happening, what topics are happening at the moment. And okay, so there are different kind of members. There are basically 3 types of members. And the administrators are very few people have the role of an administrator. Basically, as you may know, there are 6 regional ETACs, and they provide technical assistance to the regions, to the parent centers within their own region. So each one of those PTACs has staff that have the capability of being an administrator on the groups, so on the workspace. So they can create groups, and they can promote or demote members. There's also the moderators. They have partial control. They can share attachments, and they cannot create groups. And members, most of the people, users in the workspaces, are regular members. So this was created basically for the members, for anybody who works at a parent center, who is a staff at a parent center. And okay, so this is just a few slides on some of the theory. And okay, we mentioned that. Maybe you already are a member of the workspaces. Maybe you created an account and you have your profile, but maybe you don't know how to use it. You don't know what is that for. And that's what we are going to cover today: how to register, how to log in, join groups, set your email preferences in your groups, how to contact other people. And okay, here is a little slide that explains what we're going to demonstrate in live. Okay, so let's go there. Okay, the form. Okay, you can post information in the groups, but you can post like when you go to Facebook, you can post things on your wall, on somebody else's wall. The same thing you can do on the home section of every group. But if you would like to post an attachment or a document or pictures or a PDF or something like that, then you need to go to the form section. Every group has a form where users can post attachments. You can post as many as you want, but 4 at a time. And then if you would like to post more attachments, then you have to do edit. We will cover that on the demo today. Here it is. So you need to go and do that. And all right, so let's get started. Let's go to the real thing. Okay, let's go to the internet. Okay, I'm gonna type. This is the Parent Center hub.org. This is the website that we have, the CPIR website. And this is the public section of the website. As you might already be familiar with this, the site was revamped recently in May, in June. We kind of did a lot of things. This little figure here means that it's accessible. There's more accessibility now for the different users. Okay. And it does have always a feature resource, trending topic, and it has also a feature parent center. We feature you, parent centers. Things that you are doing, resources, things are going on, okay? And we also have, the Facebook feed is here, so my screen is kind of, okay, showing. I have it. There's a calendar section here too. There is the boss from the hub, which is the newsletter. It comes every other week. You can register for this one here. But if you are a parent center staff, you will get a different version, which is has more information. Okay. And for the workspaces, you can register here. Log in and register. We will not go there. And here's the Facebook news feed And this is exactly what has been posted in our Facebook, the CPIR Facebook right now. It has our contact information. It has all this, okay? I want to explain that this is a public site. This is available to anybody in the world who has internet. And so, but the Workspaces is only for us. I am going to the section here, Workspaces login. Okay, you go there, and I will register. I have, if you don't have an account yet, you can create your account, and you click on register. Okay, you click here. I'm going to click here, and it will ask you to create your account. All these details, you need to enter your parent center, because if you don't enter your parent center, you are not going to be approved. I, myself, I have to manually accept people, inquiries, requests. It's not automatic, it's not a robot. I have to go myself, and I go there every single day and see if somebody is requesting. 90% of the requests to enter the Workspaces are not from parent center staff. So we have to be very careful because it's only for us. So if you try to register and you don't get approved immediately, it's because it's not a robot, it's myself, okay? All right, so I'm going to enter, I have 2 accounts, one that is the one that I use as an administrator, and another one like a member who doesn't have any special privileges, okay, which is this one. Okay, I just logged in. And this is what you see when you log in with your password. If you forget your password or something, there's before the other screen tells you, you can click on it, lost password, and it will guide you through it. Okay? If you still have problems, I can help you. But usually it's very simple. Okay? So here is what I see. I have 35 notifications since the last time that I came here on this account, which was last Thursday when I had the last demo. And okay, so you can take a look and see what's there. I get notifications. You go there, and all right. So what's going on in the different groups? It tells you the time. So here's howdy, your name or your username, and that's what you see. You can see your activity, you can see your profile, and you can edit it. Notifications. Okay. Let me go here and show you activity. See what's going on. Okay. So this is how this account, my profile, has been involved in this. Okay. I reply to the topic. It will tell you your activity. Then you have your profile. You can view your profile, or you can edit your profile as you create. Maybe you created a few months ago, and you want to edit. You want to add more areas of expertise. Then you can do that. Okay. Here I am missing a lot of information because this is like my test account. But I can put here information. You can put here, and because I work in SPEN, the Parent Center in New Jersey, and okay, I let's say I feel like I am an expert in ADA, behavior, disability. I click on it. I am updating my profile, and I always save changes. Then, okay, require field. Oh. Okay. Good. Yeah, I am not doing anything wrong. Everything is fine. So that's a profile. You can change your profile picture if you don't like the one that you have, or if you don't have a picture, you can have a picture, okay? You can go to your picture, select from a different file, and just put it over there. It will ask you to crop it, so you know, okay? Notifications, I already show you that. Message, you can message people, another parent-centered staff from here, okay? You can do that. You can see who they are, and you go to the groups. Okay, let's go back to, you can move using the arrow back to the back one, or you can also go here and go to your groups. Okay. These are the groups that I belong to. I belong to 10 groups. Okay. Okay. You can also go back. You can go back to the website. Okay, this is the back end. Not much that I can do because I am not an administrator. But this is the public site. Remember, public site? Okay. And here, if I click here, this is the public site. I have all the shortcuts here, parent centers, register users. This is the 3 areas for register users. The workspaces, groups, the login, and this is another site that we are not going to cover today on the demo. It's a different website. It's also part of the CPIR. It's not part of the workspace, it's part of the CPIR, but it is about sharing your areas of expertise. This is where your parent-centered staff can create a profile that is accessible and available to the network of parent-centered staff. You can use, when you create your profile, you can use the same username and password as you did for the workspace. That's what I did. I used the same one for both. So I'm going again to my workspaces. I'm going to the groups. And I can see here, that's what you get. There are 17 groups in the workspaces, and I belong to 10 of those 17 groups. Okay? So I am going to show you all of them, one by one, and then we're going to spend some time using one of the test groups to play around and see how they work when you post something on, or you want to share a document. Okay, so this is the newest group that was created, and it was created 2 weeks ago as a test group for all users. Anybody can join this group, and this is just for testing. And it's a public group, and I haven't joined this group, and I will right now. I haven't joined this group with this account. So I'm going to join the group. Okay. And I'm going to click here to show you how it looks like. Okay, so I just joined the group, so it says you successfully joined the group. And your group email status is all email. That means that I will get the notification from all the activity. Everything that happens in the group, I will get an email notification from the system. I can change that. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So this group, when it was created, the email setting by default was that everybody who joins the group will get every notification by a single email. Okay. But you can, of course, you can change that. The home section, you can post anything here, okay? The forum section, you can post attachments, and I will do that later in a minute. And the email options. Email options by default here, is all emails. The system will send me an email for all group activities as they arrive. Okay, maybe that is too much. Maybe I want to have only one email from this group a day if there's an activity, if there is some action. So I will change it to daily digest. And of course, I have to go to save settings. All right, so I'm going back, using the arrow, or going back. Okay. All right, so we have, this is the first group that is here. They are ordered. The order is chronologically. The last one that has been used or active is the one that appears before, so the first one here. It was active 30 minutes ago. It was myself testing it. Then we have another one, that is the Parent Center Bootcamp. And somebody was here 1 hour ago. Okay, it says an hour ago. And it has 30 members. And this, for those of you who came to New Jersey for the Parent Center Bootcamp, this is where you will find the information that was shared over there. Okay? Then we have, and this is a public group. Anybody can join this group. Then we have addressing disproportionality here. And here, this group, we will discuss and share resources to address disproportionality across regions. This is a public group, and it has 19 members, okay, and it was active 4 days ago. And then we have the Spanish Hub. This is a place where we can share and discuss new resources in Spanish for parent centers. Okay. It has 40 members and was active 4 days ago. So I am curious and click here. I belong to this group on this account. And I see that Paola Jordan joined this group. Okay. So here, anybody can share resources, news, information that will help the Spanish-speaking families that we work with. You can post them in home section of when you post things on Facebook on your wall, or if you have something more specific, such as an attachment, then you go to form, and I will show you how to do that later in a minute. Before I want to continue with the different groups that are available. Then we have the Hub Central, which is your first stop in the Parent Center workspace. Join this group first. This is a place to share information and announcements of general interest to parent centers. It is also where you will find the network-wide calendar. This is an open group for staff. Anybody can join the group, and it has 160 members. It was active 4 days ago, and I belong to this group because it says lead group, which means that I am here already. Then we have the ESA, the Every Student Succeeds Act group. This group is for all parent center staff. Share and discuss information and updates on the implementation of the new ESA, Every Student Succeeds Act. Please post information to your colleagues and families and public group. It was active 4 days ago. I want to go here. And we have Candace Cordiella from the Advocacy Institute, and she is involved very deeply with this group. So she's sharing a lot of very recent information, important information for the parent centers to be on the loop on this important topic. So don't miss it. Don't miss this one, and don't miss the Hub Central. Okay? Then we have educating students with disabilities in juvenile justice system, another important topic for our parent center staff. On this group, we will be network and share resources and information regarding the students, the educational students with disabilities in the juvenile justice system. And this is public. Anybody can join this group. It has 32 members, and it was active 4 days ago. Then we have the parent-centered data collection. A lot of the parent centers, I mean, all of them, they have to submit their data. The due date was December 9th for the survey, the parent survey. So there has been a lot of action here. All the information has been posted here for this year and for the previous years. And it's a public group. In this group, we can share information on the annual parent-centered data collection, information, forms, and instructions for each year's data collection can be found in this group. Okay. So then we have the performance measures collection. Best practices and exemplars regarding performance measures collection will be shared on this group. Centers can access the exemplars, webinars, and can post questions. And there was a very interesting question posted here recently by Sandra Marien, who is from the Parent Center, the PTI, in Puerto Rico. And she posted this. I'm going to read it because I think it's really cool. Hi, may I see exemplars in webinars? It has been a challenge to deliver traditional webinars. Most of our participants access the internet through their cell phones and are not used to the format of a webinar. The time it requires and the technical requirements to download software. I have turned instead to the Facebook Live with better results. Besides for those who can be online during the transmission and participate actively, the options to view the video afterward on their mobile devices has been highly valuable. The comment section is always available on the answer to the questions and comments. So I just responded, this is an excellent question, and I think it could be posted also on the Hub Central group because it pertains, it's a general question. So you can comment on anything that has been posted on the home section or on the forum section. You can click on favorite too. Okay, so you have it over there. All right, so let's go back to the groups. Then we have the new and not so new directors workspace. This is basically for the new directors and directors in general of the parent centers. Post questions and comments and share strategies, advice, and resources that are for our newbies and even veterans to use to improve on their capacity to lead and direct their parent centers. This group is for project directors only. Oh, okay, then we have the inclusion curriculum, and this is a relatively new group. Here, the parent centers can access the password that protects the inclusion curriculum and restricts its use to only parent centers within the OSEP funded parent center network. Okay, this is a group created as the result of a tool, resource that was presented in our last webinar in November. Okay. Anybody can join the group. It's public. Here, you click here, you join. I will leave it like that for the purposes of demonstration. Then we have the NAVTAC chat. This is a Native American PTAC chat. And it's a public group. Anybody can join. This place is a place for discussion, conversations, and questions for NAVTAC, which is the National Native American PTAC. Then we have certain groups that make decisions. This is a group of parent center staff who are implementing the Serving on Groups training developed by the Wisconsin FACET, the parent center in Wisconsin. And you can find more information at the website. And actually there's a mistake here. It's www. I have to fix it. Okay. So this is a public group. Anybody can join here. Then we have the CPIR Stakeholders Advisory Group. It's a private group. It requires membership. Not anybody can join the group. This is only for the advisory group of the CPIR. Okay. Then we have best practices in outreach work group. And this group was created initially as a space for a work group that parent centers from different regions work in collaboration together. I was the facilitator for the discussion. What we did here is identify resources in the area of outreach that parent centers were using, and the parent center staff that were involved in this project, they were the curators of those resources, and then a tool was created. A page was created. I'm going to show you. This is a private group, but it's actually anybody can join it. And I will let you in. No secrets here. Okay. Sorry, I'm not a member of this group. I need to request membership on this one, on this account. Okay. Then we have bicultural, bilingual parent center professionals. And this group is for bicultural and bilingual professionals from different parent centers, from diverse communities. And then we have Region 5, Espacio Virtual, de Trabajo Virtual. It was created a couple of years ago for a specific task that Region 5 was doing. So you can also do that. You can also create a group here for specific purposes. And it can be as private as you want, or even hidden. There are groups that you don't see here. There are hidden groups. That's why you don't even see them, but they exist. Okay, so a group could be public, could be private, and could be hidden. Very good. So let's go to one of the test groups that are here. Okay, let's go to my groups. Show you my groups. Like this is my account. Okay, there's one that is here. It's hidden. It was not available on the previous screen because it's hidden. Only I can see it. And it's a group that I created just to test the system myself. And I will use it today to show you how to post things. Okay? So this is how every group looks. Every group has a name, a description, okay, description here. This group is to test the system. Every group has a home section where you can post anything that is just text, okay. It has a forum section where you can post anything that is digital. Could be pictures, could be PDF, work attachments, anything. Every group has a calendar section. You can see the members of groups here, okay? And you can invite people to become members. You can send an invitation to people, to users. So let's say I'm going to invite. These are the people who are members, who have a profile on the Workspaces, all these people, okay? And I would like to invite somebody from here. Let's say DJ Markey. Okay? He is from Louisiana. He's the director of the CPRC over there. Okay? So I just click here and invite him. Okay? Email options is what I, hold on one second. It's asking me something here because I didn't send the invite. I didn't click here. Okay. Now is the person has been invited. Okay, then on the, okay, let's go to the home section. Let's test it out. Home section. You can stretch this area. You can type it here, but you can stretch here. You can pull it, drag it. Okay. I just click. Always you have to click on Post Update. Okay. So it posted it. Good. If I don't like it, if I don't like what I just posted, okay, I can go here. Delete it. All right, delete it. Okay. I can, well, it's not anymore. I can, okay, since these are all my posts, I cannot reply. I can comment on this. Comment. You can comment on any post. Okay. Okay. Just click on Post. Right. Then we have the form section. This is where you, anybody can post any attachment. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do that. As you see here, there are different topics. Okay, many different topics. So you can post an attachment related to any of these topics, or you can create a new topic. Let's say I am going to add a document related to this topic, new members, for example. So I go here, click on the topic, and I click what's going on over there. And there are a couple of attachments here already and things, but I can post more, okay? Just type them on your box over there, okay? Always type something on the box. You can put a tag, but it's not mandatory, not necessary. And you can put an attachment and choose file. So let's, okay, I'm going to post this here. And I can post up to 4 at a time. So I can go here and this one, for example. And I can post another one. And let's go to another one. I can post this one, another attachment, up to 4. This is my last one for now. And then, okay, let's see, I have this, another one on this proportionality. So I have 4 documents here. I have to click on Submit. Okay. So they are posted. Okay. So now all my documents are here. Okay. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. They are here. But if I want to post more on the same topic, this proportionality, I go to Edit. And I add more. Choose File. And then frame from family engagement, and I can click 3 more. I can add 3 more, 4 at a time, and submit. Okay, so this is how you can add post on the forum section. You can also create your own new topic. You go to forum, and you see the topics are there, but you have something different. Okay, topic title is a new one. Okay, and let's say it's have a new one, ESA 2018, for example. Always type something here on this box. Type something is a requirement, so you have to type something. You can stretch it, okay, or make it smaller, and you can type attachments here, both attachments here, and submit, click and submit, and then you have a new topic with attachments, okay? So that's how you can post any attachment on the group, on any group. Anybody can do that. You don't have to be an administrator to post this, to post an attachment. Anybody, any member. And then we have the calendar section. Every group has a calendar section. That if you're working on something and you want to remind the people in the group about something, you just can do that, okay? How do you do that? Let's say let's go to the next month. If you have something going on in January, let's say the 4th, click over there. On the 4th, create an event, webinar. Let's say a webinar. And you put the time here, 2 p.m. You could explain it's 2 p.m. Fix the time, and more information, the link, etc., and then create an event. And everybody who is in your group will get an email with the information about what has happened. This webinar that I just posted, this information will be sent to them. Okay. Members, like I said, there's only 2. It's myself and my other self. This is my test group. I invited somebody, so I can send an invite here. And, okay, email options. I have it here, Daily Digest. I can put it as weekly or nothing. If you click on nothing, no email, I will read this group on the web. You have to go to the web. When I have to clarify that when you get a notification from the system, if you are not logged in on the Workspaces, if you click in the notification, it will tell you that you have to log in. Like when you go to Facebook, if you get a notification, and if you are not on Facebook, if you are not logged in, you cannot actually go to the site. You have to log in and see what's going on. The same happens here. Okay, so here I have Daily Digest, and I have 2 people that I invited. If you don't want, when you get the notification to be invited to a group, you don't have to accept it. So it's up to you. Okay. I am going back to the groups. I'm going to show you how to go back. You can go, when you're here, you can go back. If you click on groups, it will take you to your groups, only to the ones that you belong to, okay? But if you want to see all the groups, then you need to go here, register users, and groups, workspace groups. And it will take you to this screen where you can choose either my groups or all groups. So I'm going to go here, back here, and I'm going to invite you. This is the group that I created for anybody to test it out. Okay, so I'm going to invite more people to see how you can invite people too. If you join this group, you can invite your coworkers, your friends, to play around with this group. I'm going to invite. I am going to invite all these folks, for example. Then invite. So they are part of this group, if they want. Okay. So we have covered. Let me see. Basically, everything that I had in mind. Review. There is some frequently asked questions over there on the below the box, in the chat box. Right? It's important that you learn how to navigate from one to the other one. If you are here, just remember that this is the private side, and when you are here, this is the public side. Okay? You can switch from one to the other, but public side, right? And then you click here, and you go to register users, groups, and then you are in the private section. Okay? So let me know if anybody has any questions right now. If you would like to have this demo for your parent centers only, but you have a lot of people, you want to create a group, you let me know, and I will do the demo for you, and I will help you create a group with the help of your PTAC, regional PTAC. So you have an administrator over there. But we have a link also for the survey for today's webinar, right? If anybody has a question, this is the time. And I can also be reached by email. I am going to type here because we like to hear from you. We like to hear this was helpful. We want more people to be part of the workspace and to use it. As okay. And my contact information, my email is here. AnnandJane.org. Okay. So if anybody has any questions, we can open the mic so people have, if they can be unmuted, Ana Maria. Or you can type your questions here too, in the chat box. Okay. Okay. You can unmute yourself, I think, by pressing asterisk number 6. Okay. Everybody is unmuted now. So this is your demo for today. There's no mystery here. It's very simple to use. It's just a matter of using it. Use the whoops groups to test it out. Join groups, practice join groups, and practice on the test, and see the resources that are shared in other groups. Okay? There are very good resources in all the groups. Okay? I guess everybody's using the computer. Nobody's on the phone. Okay. Thank you for your comment, West Virginia, parent training. Lots of resources and information. Okay. Kara Georgie is typing. Okay. No, thank you for joining us. My pleasure. This demo was recorded as the other one, so I will send you. I will post it on the hub, the recording, and I will also send it to you by email because I have your emails now. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. Maybe later when you join the groups and you are playing around with the workspaces, if you have any questions, just feel free to contact me. It will be my pleasure. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. So we can stop the recording now, Ana Maria.